Hello, it's Potato. Happy International Women's Day. As I always say, happy Kitchen Appliance Day. Joking, guys, don't kill me. But yeah, we have to have a sense of humor if we want to change stuff. Because if we just end up being angry, with anger, things just stop and we can't improve or we can't go forward, right? So, talking about anger, today I want to talk about expectations and being a bit more stoic towards our expectations. So basically, what happens when we hold certain expectations, and I'm at fault as anyone, especially in relationship. We expect our partner to act a certain way, to do certain things, and we create this story in our head. And then when that doesn't happen, we get mad and angry and disappointed. And all the cortisol levels when you are like angry are just over the roof. It's bad for physical health, obviously for mental health, and it's just those heavy emotions. So how could we make those kind of reactions minimal, or at least manage them a little bit better? Now, this may seem a little on the nose or maybe a bit cruel, but I always like to say, nobody owns you anything. Nobody owns you anything. It's really hard to hear that. Of course, I'm not talking about kids or young people, like adult people. Nobody owns you anything. Maybe by law or let's say different organizations or institutions. But when it comes to human relations, I'm sorry guys, nobody owns you anything. Entitlement that we have nowadays of being special, or things have to go a certain way, and just because we imagine it or we want it to go a certain way and then it doesn't, then we just get upset, and it's a shame. It's just a waste of time. And I'm not saying think everybody's just gonna let you down or don't have any expectations at all. It's not that grim. You can still hope, you can still be optimistic and positive, but the thing is, when you don't have that perception gap, it's called, which problems and bad feelings occur when the perception gap, and we want something, we perceive something to be a certain way, and then it doesn't match with our reality, and then we're like, why this should have been like this person should have done that. Do you believe in free will? I believe in free will. Free the willy. No, not that kind of willies, but free will. If we have free will, then people have choices and they can do what they think is best for them, not what we think is best for them or for us. So we can still hope. I'm not saying there's shouldn't be hope that people are gonna do the right thing, but just having that less of that entitlement what people should be doing when it comes to us, of course, communication. We can always communicate our expectations. This is what I expect in relationship, in friendship. But again, it is not a given, and it's not owned to us. It's not owned to us. We can work hard with communication and trust and build in that love and kindness. And then if we are not just think it's owned to us, or we just expect that it happens because we are special, so good things should happen. So if we just are more kind of neutral, a little bit more Switzerland, let's be more cheese, let's have more holes in any way you take it. But if you don't just think that it's when somebody then shows us kindness or support, and we don't feel it's just something they need to fulfill some kind of obligation towards us. So when they do then show us that, then we are grateful. We can be more grateful towards it. So we feel, oh, that's beautiful. Somebody with their free will has chosen to do something that will make us also feel good. So, then you have more gratefulness than just being, of course, I should get that. Nobody owes you anything. It's nothing you should or shouldn't get. So when it comes to entitlement, maybe less of that and maybe a bit more of, so who owes us anything then? It is always us to us. This Masha, hey Masha, guess what? You owe me things. No, I don't. I don't owe you things. I owe these people a better video probably, but so we have to be then responsible of ourselves. So more self-responsibility and less entitlement. And if we then decide with our free will, I want to do something nice for somebody without expecting somebody else is gonna do. So there's, I'm doing it because I want to. I want to give you a compliment, not because I want it back. Or I want to say I love you, not because I want it back, to be validated, but just because I feel like it. It's so much nicer than being angry. Oh, he didn't say it back, or oh no, he should have said it back. Again, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. So in sense of, not again come to validation and control around us or controlling others. Again, guilty as charged. Handcuff me, take me to the guilty girlfriend pleasure prison of anticipating or accepting my ex-partner to do certain things for me just because he has to. No, but when he does, that's more beautiful, because we know we do it not because we're entitled, but because they choose to, and so do we. So nobody owes you anything. Doesn't have to sound horrible, but it can sound, I own myself things, and if I want to, I can give things to other people around as well. And like that is less expectations, more giving, less taking, more giving, less taking, more giving, less taking. I should write a song about it, but maybe not today. I'm gonna keep this one short. Sometimes we like them short, sometimes we like them long, but not expecting what you're gonna get. So let me know what you guys think of expectations, and no one owes you anything as well.